sa ating mga second year IT students. So ito po ang ating lecture 2 for midterm. Ang ating topic ay Introduction to Personal Data Protection Law. Okay? So take note po na again, I'm asking for your comments doon sa ating uh, video lecture para ma-make sure ko na kayo po ay napanood nyo talaga ito. So, for this coming week, meron na tayong quiz to gawa, meron na rin tayong video lecture. Okay? So, regarding personal data laws, ang pinakakailangan natin ay Risk and Compliance Officer. So, ano po ang ginagawa niyan? So, basically, siya po ang under siya ng COO, tapos ang pinakaginagawa niya ay siya yung nag-a-assist sa lahat ng mga possible na cases natin when it comes to personal law. Tapos, ito po yung ating learning outcomes for this meeting, for this video lecture. So, ayun po. Tapos, there are certain examples of data protection issues na nangyari before. Yung pinakauna yung Cambridge Analytica, so you can search for this. And also yung PlayStation Network hack. Tapos meron din ito yung mga bago-bago na, yung sa Steam, alam ko nagkaroon din ng issue na ganyan. So most of the time kasi, kapag ito ay nangyayari, ibig sabihin ay walang case na na-file, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng data protection law, gawa niya. Kasi para in the future, meron na pong cases na ganyan. So, what is data protection in a nutshell? So, ito yung parang summary niya. So, everyone has the right to privacy. European and Irish legislation have now done steps para ma-achieve ito. Tapos yung ating individual data, ibibigay sa DCU na office, tapos si DCU mas protected. Sa atin parang ano ito ang equivalent niya ay yung National Telecommunication Commission, NTC. Tapos ang enforcement of the law sa ibang bansa, Office of the Data Protection Commissioner. Sa atin naman po, pangkalahatan, as long as law enforcement ka, pwede mo siyang hawakan. O pwede kang mag-enforce na. So what is the need to protect personal data? So personal data basically has good information in handling practices. It protects our reputation. Tapos it's also an increase in awareness of our data rights. Tapos with regards sa investigations or audits, need siya. And also litigations or fines. So, yung ating mga data protection legislation sa ibang bansa, meron silang legislation from 1988 and 2003. Tapos ang basis niya 1980 and 1995. Tapos ang kanyang mga bagong legislation ay yung May 2018 na ginawa, yung GDPR. Sa atin parang 2012 pero ang update niya or yung implementation niya medyo mabagal sa atin sa Pilipinas, to the point na up till now ang concern lang natin ay pag-leak ng private images ng isang tao. Parang nandun pa rin tayo sa image, wala pa tayo doon sa pagdating sa personal privacy and your financial money, yung pera niyo pag na-convert financially into e-money, wala pa tayong masyadong protection pagdating doon. So, what is personal data? Ang definition niya sa personal data, any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural person. So, obviously, very broad siya. Ibig sabihin, maraming pwedeng i-define as meaning. Tapos, it will also refer to yung mismong specific individual, hindi po yung mga corporations and companies. And also, data can be either written or typewritten or hard copy or soft copy. And there is also a relevant filing system to qualify as personal data. So, ibig sabihin nito, kung halimbawa may nakakuha ng inyong information sa banks or sa government agencies, possible kang mag-case. So, ano naman po ang definition natin ng special or sensitive data? So, anything that will provide you with data that is not concerned with your skin color, with your race. So, ang mga pasok dyan, political opinions, kung halimbawa, maka-DDS ka ba, maka-LP ka ba, pinklawan ka ba, gano'n. Tapos ikaw ba ay Catholic, INC, born again Christian, tapos yung inyong mga membership, halimbawa, ikaw ay active sa simbahan nyo, ganyan po. Okay, and also your sexual orientation counted. So, what is data subject naman? Yan po ay yung inyong, ayan yung tawag sa inyo if ever, kayo, nakapag-submit na kayo ng data. Ang data controller naman, ibig sabihin, sila yung nag-encode ng ninyo, inyong data. Tapos yung data processor, sila yung nagpasa ka ng papel sa SSS. Yung data controller, siya yung nag-generate ng SSS number mo. Yung magpa-process naman ng loan mo, ng mga remittances mo, yun yung data process mo. So, possible din guys, linawin ko lang din, yung data controller at saka data processor ay isa. Especially in government offices. So, next naman po, what is processing? So, processing means performing any operation on personal data, whether or not by automated means. So, ito yung mga clauses niya. Collecting, recording, organizing, structuring, storage, altering, retrieval, disclosing, transmitting, transferring, and it also ensures erases or destroys yung data ninyo. If ever wala na kayong dealings dun sa government office or dun sa company. So, next naman natin, we have the 7 principles of data protection. So, first is transparency. Second is purpose limitation. Third is data minimization. Number 4 is accuracy. Number 5 is storage limitation. Number 6, integrity and confidentiality. And number 7, accountability. And next naman is yung ating data subject rights. So, we have a right of access to their own data. Right to data portability. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng in any platform, pwedeng malipat yung iyong data. Right of erasure. So, possible po na magkaroon kayo ng pwede nyo ipatanggal yung inyong info sa isang entity or sa isang company. Pero depende po kasi halimbawa, kayo ay merong bad loan sa banko or may utang kayo sa banko. Hindi nyo siya basta-basta pwede magawa. Tapos, right to rectification if incorrect. And right to object to processing. Okay po. Tapos, yung new concepts natin ng GDPR, una po ay data protection impact assessment. Next ay privacy by design. Privacy by default. And yung fines or compensation rights are increased or enhanced. Okay? So, guys, that will conclude our lecture 2. So, abang po tayo within the week para naman sa ating lecture 3. Para next week po, exam tayo. So, there's no need for me to do the manual lectures kasi nga po naka-video lecture na tayo. So, please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and also comment yung inyong attendance dito sa video lecture. Salamat po.